Hello everyone. Today we are going to do a little head-to-head shootout here with the Auris BluMe Pro and the iFi Audio Zen Blue version 2. Two of my top performing Bluetooth receivers in 2022. We're going to do a few things here. We're going to do an audio test with some test tone signals, and then we're going to do a test with music. And I want to tell you that my old school SA404 receiver here was just aligned. I just aligned this thing both input, output wise. I balanced left and right channels. It's all rebiased. Everything's ready to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the most accurate head-to-head real-world comparison I possibly can. For a Bluetooth signal, I am using a 2-channel Bluetooth transmitter. That is getting fed optically. So everything is, volume-wise, frequency response-wise is exact. We're transmitting to these two devices in aptX HD. And let's get started. We're going to do a 40 hertz test tone first off. And what I like to do is I like to do 40 hertz, 1000, and 2500 hertz. That kind of gives us an idea of what we're listening to from, relatively low frequencies to relatively high frequencies. And in my opinion, these are frequencies the human ear pretty much picks up the most. Let's start off with a 40 hertz test tone. We'll flip our little manual A-B switch here back and forth, and we'll see what we can do. Okay, now we're listening and observing, okay? Okay, 40 hertz, no difference. (1000 hertz, no difference. 2500 hertz, no difference. Visually, here in the studio, I highly doubt it you guys are going to pick it up on your devices, but here in the studio, to me, the BluMe Pro is just ever so slightly a hair brighter. Just a fraction of a hair brighter. Okay, I'm going to play a little piece from some YouTube copyright-free music. This has a little synthesizer action in it that goes back and forth, so we're going to check for separation with this track. Wow, that is so close. That's just crazy. Crazy. When I was setting up for this test, I pretty much, I got to be honest with you. I'm a little biased to that. I really like that Zen product, and I did not expect this test to come out like this. I got to be honest. I've always known that the BluMe Pro is no slouch. The version 2, the Zen, is my go-to Bluetooth receiver. It's pretty much wiped out all the competition up to now. So that's pretty impressive. I think at this point it comes down to a few things. Flexibility and price point. And let's throw some cosmetics in there. All right. The BluMe Pro has that really cool little OLED screen that doesn't normally flash. It's just the camera doing that. And that tells us what codec we're in, if we're connected to a device, and the bit rate. On the side of the BluMe Pro over here, it also has an on-off button. On the Zen Blue, this does not have a power button. This button on the front is actually for pairing And they both will, you know, store up to 8 devices, etc., etc. They're so similar in how they operate. The iFi audio goes to sleep, and it wakes up when you bring your phone in the room and turn on the Bluetooth. It'll wake it up. All right, so that's kind of a cool feature. I've gotten over having to have an on-off switch. The BluMe Pro is also an outboard DAC. So if you folks are listening to music files from your home computer or laptop via an auxiliary plug, by plugging an auxiliary plug into like the auxiliary input of your receiver, put the BluMe Pro in line between your computer and your hi-fi receiver, and when you plug that in, it actually bypasses your internal sound card, no external software necessary, and it just gives you a beautiful listening experience. Man, those MP3 files, FLAC files, and all that stuff from your home computer just sound great on your old vintage receiver. The Zen does not offer that feature. It does offer optical output and a balanced output as well as the RCA output. The BluMe Pro will offer you a coaxial, optical, as well as RCA output. I am going to leave links for these two devices down below. I will leave you with links to the factory, so you can get the factory lowdown on it, and then I'll throw some Amazon links down there, yeah, you guys can go from there. So anyway, basically, do you need a DAC? Yes or no? Do you need balanced outputs? Yes or no? Is the styling here for you? Is the styling going to work for you on that piece? Totally up to you. But I got to be honest with you, when I was setting up for this demonstration, I was not expecting these two to just be so darn close. Unbelievable. Okay, folks, thanks for watching. Please leave questions or comments down below. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, I'd greatly appreciate it if you would consider that. And thanks for watching. Stay tuned for some more head-to-head A/B comparisons. Cheers.